He's here with Pro Wrestling Savior, the one, JT Dunn. And if you're on YouTube, you want wrestling information, you want to see some stuff, Dre 41 YouTube, the exclusive spot right here, the JT Dunn. Yeah.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Dre 41, aka Mr. 5K, aka Drake 41. And yeah, your eyes aren't deceiving you. It is a very, very great possibility, almost a 90% possibility, that we are not getting WWE 2K21. It is what it is. Shout outs to the homie Justin Lieber. Hey, here's the funny thing. I had an interview with Justin Lieber, right? The only one he did, right? For any YouTuber. And guess what happened? None of the audio went through. None of it. So I just have video and no audio. Shout outs to me. But yeah, shout outs to Justin Lieber, man, for putting out this information. I'll put a link in the description box for the video that I'm talking about. But yeah, it looks like that we're not going to be getting WWE 2K21. And I mean, if you're really thinking about it, I mean, did you really think we were? I mean, with the things that are going on right now, man, and you know, this quarantine thing, it's just a simple fact that how is 2K going to go out, you know, get these reference pictures, you know, unless it's just going to be a copy and paste game. And then another thing that was said in the video as well is that when they do come out with 2K22, it's going to be on the current gen systems. What I mean by current gen is the Xbox One and PlayStation 4. It's not going to be on the next gen systems. So that's even better. That's wonderful. It's not. I was being sarcastic. But it's, I don't know, man, like this whole world issue that's going on is like really stopping things. And don't get me wrong, like this is such a small thing, you know what I'm saying? Like you know, worst case scenario, I just gotta play 2K19 for another year, you know what I'm saying? Which is crazy, because I don't see them putting out an update for this game. I don't see them doing that for 2K20. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. I'm going to assume that they won't. I feel like they're just about, no, not just about, I feel like they're done. They are done with this game. There's going to be no more support for it, no more patches, nothing. I feel like they said, hey, we did what we could, move on to the next one, and hey, it just is what it is. Which is terrible, and this is the last wrestling game that we're gonna get from them for another year, and it's not good. And that's only gonna cement the fact that we feel like they're not good developers of this, because we're gonna have to deal with this one game for another year. Now, the reason why I say this and not say, oh well, we can always play, you know, 2K19 until 2K21 comes out, they're gonna turn off the servers in May, which is wonderful. It truly is. If I'm somebody who makes good decisions in that company, I would feel like, hey, let's not turn the servers off for 19 and let's leave them on. Let's leave them on for 20. Let's leave them on for 19. Let's not piss off the community. Let's do something good. Let's try to get them to understand, hey, we care and we understand, hey, we get it. Like, we got this game. We didn't do our very best with it, which they didn't. They cannot sit there and say they did. I mean, it is what it is. You got to take your L's and you got to learn from them. And they just have to accept the fact that this game isn't as polished, is incomplete, and you know, it's a learning curve for them. You know what I'm saying? But the simple fact of the matter is that they have time to really make sure 2K21 is as great as it can be, because they got competitors. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got this untitled wrestling game by Virtual Basement game that's gonna be on next gen. Probably gonna come out hopefully I'm hoping early next year, because it definitely ain't gonna come out this year. They got a couple of indie ones, Retromania. They got a couple of games, man. Like a lot of independent wrestling games are coming out, so they're going to have to sit back and look at the landscape of everything and say, okay, here's what we got going on. This is what we can do. We see the competition. And, you know, the cool thing is to hate on 2K. That's the cool thing to do. But I'm going to be completely honest. Yes, I am 1000% disappointed in this game. This is current footage from 2K20. It looks good. Visually, I mean, some of the characters look good. The problem is that this really like made me not want to support them. And I'm sorry, not 2K21, 2K22, shoot, because 2K21 ain't happening. And they're gonna have to show a lot to get people to feel like parting with $100 is worth it. Because a lot of the times they do these bundles, because a lot, there are some people who purchase this and don't get DLC. If I'm purchasing it, I have to make sure I get all the DLC with it. I'm not going to go without it. Mainly because it's like just the move sets and things like that. And this year I kind of like just got on the bandwagon with putting DLC moves on calls. Like for years I never did it because I wanted everybody to be able to download my stuff. But now it's like to the point, guys, just get the DLC. It is what it is. But yeah, like I'm not keen on wasting my money to buy a 2K wrestling game when there's others that are right around the corner. I'm not interested in being frustrated with this. Like, I honestly gave up on this. Like, I don't have any interest in playing this at all. None. Zero. I don't want to. I don't like the controls. And that's another thing. They really alienated themselves when it came to this game. And I don't even understand why. It's like, why would you do that? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, if you really think about it, it's like, oh, well, we got it now, so we're gonna change the controls because it's ours. And it's like, no, that's a bad idea. And I feel like it's no one at 2K, and honestly, this is gonna go the way of NBA 2K2. I think it's gonna just be a thing where they're just like, well, we're gonna do what we want, and people are just gonna buy it. And I don't think they can do it with this one. That's why we need competition. We need to have other companies step up and come out with a great wrestling game, and that's why I'm really behind Virtual Basement. I'm really behind them, like 110%. Like, I want to succeed, and whatever I can do to help them do that, I will. Whatever, info or suggestions I can do, I am down, because 2K won't. They're too big. They don't want to listen. They don't feel like they have to, and that's a problem. That is a true problem. They don't understand that. It's not even that the community is fickle. We're not. The problem is that we want a specific type of game, and if 2K isn't interested and giving us that, and they want to give us what they want us to have, then they have to understand, well, now there's competition out. We're going to go over here. We don't have to go to you anymore. And that's maybe a good thing. That is maybe a good thing. Maybe that's what we need. Ukes is going to do their own thing. I can't wait to see what they come out with. I can't wait to see what Virtual Basement come out with. I can't wait to get these new wrestling games. I cannot wait. Like, I got Fire Pro. I play that. I don't record any videos on it, which I should, but OBS is acting stupid, so I might have to update that. But I'm telling you, it's really sad that we're not going to get a new WWE wrestling game this year. Now, in the video with Justin Lieber talking about the situation, he also said that there's going to be a alternate WWE game that's going to be coming out. I'm sure it's not going to be good. I didn't get All Stars, and if it's like a type game, I'm not interested in that. I'm not. If it's like a possible remastered game, which it probably won't be, maybe that, depending on which one it is. I could probably mess with that, but I mean, basically it just boils down to, like, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna say? They're gonna wait to the last minute? You know, they're not good with really keeping the community in touch with what's going on. They're really not good with that, which is pretty bad. And that's something that they really need to get ahead of. Because once again, all it takes is for another company to come around and say, what aren't they doing that we can one-up them on? And it's communicating with the community. That's it. Like, literally, have somebody a front man to, like, well, this is a bad example, but how, like, Ronnie 2K, which he's terrible. Like, to be complete, that's just why it really gives me, like, a bad feeling that, like, 2K just really doesn't care. I feel like they just, I don't think they care a lot about the community, because they post stuff and they're like, oh, download the game, but it's like, dog, your game is broken. Like, why would anybody want to do that? It just doesn't make sense. You gotta understand that your game is just not what it is. Like, you gotta understand it's just not cooking. It's not wavy. It's not right. It's in shambles. You give us these DLCs, which DLCs are cool, but the one thing they needed to do, which I feel like they knew they could have did it. Like, this is not next gen, but it's current gen, and we're past this part of scrolling through and reading dialogue. Like, you can't get them to do voiceovers. Are you serious? You couldn't have got them on the phone for 10 minutes to do a damn voiceover? Like, that's bad. Like, that's really, really bad. And honestly, it's like a scrolling. Like, you gotta scroll through what they're saying? Like, what? That's what we're doing now? Like, in 2020? We're scrolling? In 2019? We're scrolling and reading it? You can't get voiceovers? You can't get legit cutscenes? Come on, man. It's just like, you guys didn't want to pay Ukes anymore to help you with this game. And that's basically what it boiled down to. They didn't want to pay Ukes. They didn't want to deal with them anymore. They talk about it was like a language barrier. Really not. Like, they had people over there who could speak English and Japanese, so let's not even go there. It's as simple as this. They didn't want to pay Ukes anymore. They wanted to take it into a different, they wanted to bring this game to a different point than what Ukes wanted to. And as much people has complained as past games that Ukes was a part of, now look what we got with Ukes not a part of it. Look what we have. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the product that we have, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I mean, honestly, I'm not convinced that they can put out a quality wrestling game. And I feel like them taking a year off is definitely a great thing. They need to learn from this, but they need to start now. They need to start letting us in now. They need to start communicating with the community. They need to start doing that. They need to start listening and taking advice on what we want, because we're the ones who's playing it. I'm sure that the developers of this game are not playing this. I am almost sure that they are not. I'm almost sure that they are playing 2K19 if they're playing wrestling games at all, or Fire Pro. They just got to take their time with this, and they have to be ready and prepared to go all out when the time comes for them to come out with the next game, 2K22. 21 ain't happening. Once again, I'm just going to keep reminding you and bashing you guys over the head with that one. 2K21 is not happening. They'll definitely come out with a basketball game. And that's will they? Will they come out with a basketball game? If things don't get good, you know, if things don't get better, they might not. They might not. That would be interesting. Then I would, you know what? I'll buy like and then EA. They won't come out with Madden. Ooh. Then I can get 20 and they'll just have to update the rosters. There you go. That's the thing. They should just come out with one wrestling game and just update the rosters, honestly, and just add DLC on top of it. Come out with a new wrestling game every 3 years, but other than that, just add DLC. It's just, you know, I think it makes more sense that way. You know what I'm saying? But hey, what do I know? You know what I'm saying? I'm just a call creator and YouTuber and that's it, you know? But man, honestly, I didn't want to go so long with this video. I had a bunch of entrances that I wanted to just show off here, which I'm pretty sure you guys have already seen these before, so it is what it is with that. Guys, I'm going to be pumping out more work on 2K19. Also got NBA 2K, which is crazy. Call of Duty. I'm going to probably be doing live streams of that. But guys, unfortunately, 2K21 not happening. What do you guys think about that? Do you think it will? Do you think it won't? Like, subscribe, comment. Other than that, catch you guys on the next video. Later.